decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August.
An entanglement.
And we're back.
An entanglement.
Just like that. It's another day. It's another day. It's another dollar. It's another person. It's another holler. It's another collar. What's going on, people? It's your boy, Brian B. And welcome once again to episode 7, baby, of the new hit web show that I've created, that I've started, that I began onto the YouTube channel and talked about it and been all over the whatever you want to call it now. It is the Beeline. Straight to the point. Let's take it off. Hey, yo, check this out. We got a couple people in the room today. I ain't gonna even beat around the bush. I ain't gonna even take a long time to let you guys get used to everything. You know these guys. You've just seen them on the last 2 episodes. What? They're together. We're together. First, before them, though, we have to get to the person that's to the right of me. Hey, how you doing? What's her name? Who is that? Yo. Hey, listen, excuse me, miss. You in my house? Who are you? Oh yeah, that you're I.T.Tiff. I saw her on the Beeline. You're I.T.Tiff.
Yeah, I am.
That nigga Brian B's lucky. Woo! Can I get your number? Hey, yo, let me start an entanglement with you. Anybody?
I'm not much for entanglements, but go ahead.
No entanglements. All right, well, check it out. That's I.T.Tiff, and I'm Brian B. Welcome to the Beeline. Check it. We got 2 guests today, baby. 2 guests, and we are going to welcome back Mr. Lamar Tyree. That special. Y'all remember how that shit was going down the last time? But
yeah.
What else is that? What's that? What that over there? What over there looking like a math tutor?
We got
from the hood. That's my nigga. PePe Gonzalezzzz, my cousin.
Beer Gang Capo, what up, though?
Beer Gang Capo, nigga.
What up, though?
What's going on?
What up, though?
Welcome back to the Beeline, y'all. Like I told y'all, these are my fams, bro. These are the ones we grew up. This is blood. Literally blood. And they're gonna be on here with me, as often as they want, as necessary as they feel. But we got a lot to talk about. This is Tuesday's episode, baby. Tuesday, beginning of the week. There's a lot of shit that happened over the weekend. Let me go around the room and do like we always do. What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Man, we chilling, bro. We good, man. Another day. I mean, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What's going on with you, Brian B?
I'm good, man.
That's what everyone wants to know, actually. How is Brian B today?
Well, you don't know
Who cares?
You know how well I appreciate everybody caring about how Brian B is doing, and I'm definitely look forward to every week. Let me say this. All right, let's begin on this note. I can honestly say, that I look forward to this every week. You know what I mean? Like literally, I anticipate. I sit in my truck now, and me and Tiff were talking about this earlier, but we have conversations. We're talking to each other. This and that. I talk to Rel. I talk to Rel on the phone. I talk to Tyree on the phone. And sometimes we're having conversations. I'm like, damn, I wish we were on the Beeline talking about this right now. Sometimes I don't even want to keep talking because I'm like, damn, I wish we can just get on there and share this conversation with the people that's watching. I know that you guys are home, the people that are following, which I am freaking proud, man, to let you guys know that, the numbers are going up. The numbers are going up. When I tell you that the QOD numbers are going up, the number of views are going up, people are really liking it, and I fucking appreciate every one of you. But the numbers and everything are getting amazing, man. But you guys are liking the conversation. You guys are tuning in. Even when you can look at a lot of different stats on YouTube and see who's watching, for how long they're watching, and all this and whatever. And I'm just looking at it like, damn, people are paying attention. You know what I'm saying? People are starting from number 1 and going all the way to number 6, 7, 7, baby. I gotta take in the fact. Hold up, y'all. Nah, I ain't gonna let that happen. But what I was gonna say, I gotta take in the fact that we in Kobe Mania, baby. Because I know a lot of people home and they trying to find something new to do. Hey, Rel.
He's crazy. He's crazy today. He's
listen,
super
y'all
crazy
motherfuckers
today.
know me more than everybody. Right? I'm wild. I don't give a fuck. Yo.
Yeah, I know one thing. You waved that goddamn arm back up. He got fucking Bert's fucking hair under his fucking armpit, okay?
Yo,
do it one. Show the people. Show the people, B.
The people's hair.
Yo, listen. Yo, check it out. Your boy, I'm comfortable, bro. Like we said, me and Rel, if you watched last week's episode, confidence. That's a big shit. You know, I got my woman. I ain't. What else is there to get? You know what I'm saying? You know, unless I want
A razor.
Hey, yo, check it out. Unless I want entanglement. Yeah, I want entanglement, yo. Hey, yo, I'm gonna keep saying that word.
Your hairs are getting entangled.
Oh, shot fired.
Is that
Bang, bang.
Was that I.T.Tiff in the background?
Ooh.
That was a good one, Tiff.
Watch your back around here.
Thank you. That was a knee slapper. Oh, no.
But on some real B, what is an entanglement?
Listen, an entanglement is what we're going to talk about a little later. First, we're going to get into the show. So, for you guys who haven't, maybe caught up yet, and you guys are still starting from 1, working your way up to 7. You got a couple episodes you guys get through now. To reintroduce, Lamar Tyree and PePe Gonzalezzzz, aka Jarrell. These are my family, man. These are my cousins. And Tyree, go ahead and just give them a little bit about yourself real quick, man. Definitely tell them about your single. Definitely tell them about your music and everything like that.
Yeah, so my name is Lamar Tyree. I'm from Jersey, from Plainfield, New Jersey. Born and raised, like I said, on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days. And yeah, man, I'm 30 years old. And I'm ready to talk that shit, man.
Hey, yo, listen, bro. We ain't trying to date, all right? Just wanted a little. Go ahead, Ralph. Tell them where you at, bro.
Well, right now I'm in the basement, talking to you guys, and yo,
Hey,
he said where I'm at.
It's gonna be a fun one, huh?
This episode is gonna be somewhere. You already know.
Yo, man. Yo, we finna go with, y'all already know who it is, man. PePe Gonzalezzzz, the big game capital in this mug. You feel me? We're gonna switch it up tonight with the B line. You dig? Me and Reek finna chill with the B line and I.T.Tiff. You dig?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And you guys, very much appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys on the reg, man. But
you too, bro.
We're definitely, for you guys who don't know, like I'm saying, I'm repeating a lot of stuff from, previous episodes, but just getting caught up, you know what I'm saying? Like, my family's big, man. And, me and Tyree and Jarrell, we grew up together, bro. And we've been in music our whole lives. Me and Tyree had a really, really, really good conversation on episode 5 about music. And he is actually, an artist, and he's putting his own, stuff together. And he's got singles out. Dropping singles, man. It's on Spotify. He's on Apple Music. He's all over. And I played, it's on his single Special. Got a video. I mean, it's freaking beautiful, bro. He's doing his thing. He's 30 years old. We've been doing this forever. I fell off, and Tyree's dragging me back into it, and I appreciate him dragging me back into it because I miss it. It's shit that I'm doing. He, made me realize just what I've been leaving behind. That I should have never left to begin with. So the music is and man, he's got his other single out now, his second single called Turn Up, featuring Roddy. He's family too, isn't he?
Yeah.
From I remember him. I thought so when I heard the name, but yeah, man, these guys are doing their thing, bro. We talking last week about with Rel about the Beer Gang Takeover, and this guy's got 50,000 followers on freaking Instagram, man, with just guys got nice clean cut beers and big dudes, repping, you know what I'm saying, showing that we get attention, you know what I'm saying, like, not
right.
show it, but I'm saying we had a nice conversation about confidence, and we talked a lot. Actually, a lot of that conversation is going to kind of play into what we're going to talk about today. But we're gonna kind of just dive right into it. We don't want to take up too much time. All right, so to begin, guys, the reason why I wanted you guys on this show with me is because everybody's saying the big topic of what the hell's going on in the news right now, and it's not COVID mania. Holy shit! You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody's kind of, that's just regular news at this point. But let me give a little bit of a backdrop on this one. Growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like I've said on this podcast before, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have been two of my fucking favorite actors for my whole life. I love them, bro. Those are bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Bad Boys 2, Martin, The Fresh Prince, Def Comedy Jam. The list goes on forever, bro. Martin and Will Smith has been my dudes, ride or die. You know what I'm saying? I've known Will Smith, you know, as an actor and everything like that for a long time. And, you know, he's been married to Jada Pickett. Jada Pickett, you remember Jada Pickett from Booty Call, from Jason's Lyric, from what else Jada was in, man?
Go Down Dirty Shame.
Go Down Dirty Shame. Damn.
Shame.
Remember Woo? Remember Woo, my nigga. Yo, you remember Jada, you know what I'm saying?
La Mozindas.
These is movies and shit we grew up with, you know what I'm saying? So we watched them for a long time. So when Jada and Will linked up, you know, one of the things that I can remember at least, is one thing you always heard about Will and Jada, man, is you ain't really hear shit. Will and Jada had a pretty good marriage. You heard a couple of rumors here and there, but as far as being in the spotlight and the tabloids and stuff like that, you heard a couple of things here and there, but there were never no Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. There were never no damn, you know what I'm saying, where it was just somebody new every 5 minutes. Like, for the most part, they were pretty put together. For the most part. Of us growing up. Anybody disagree?
I mean,
real shit.
I've heard some things throughout the years, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wasn't like every month there was
Public.
something
Yeah,
new.
it wasn't really anything.
But there were
with them.
rumors. It just wasn't.
There was. They're swingers and this and that. I don't know what's true. You know, and I'm not, you know, here to fucking make accusations. I'm just here, like you just said, like you're absolutely right. There has been like things talked about, but as far as for the most part, they were kind of like the couple you were like, damn, you'll never hear shit about Will and Jada. I remember having conversations with people like that. Damn, you'll really never hear nothing about Will and Jada. But up till recently, man, it's been some shit.
Spoiler
You know what I'm
alert, if
saying?
you haven't watched the newest segment of the Red Table Talk with Will Smith and Jada, you should probably watch that first.
Yeah, but if you haven't, too late. We're gonna talk about it. You know, so apparently, you know, Jada Pickett, you know, and August Alsina. Now, let me say this shit too. Hey, yo, let me say, yeah, I don't know if y'all know about. I don't fucking know August. I know he's an artist. I know he had a song. That's about all I know.
Got a lot of songs.
No hate. I know I'm sounding like I'm hating this shit, but I'm just being honest. I don't fucking really.
You sound like an old nigga. That's what you sound like.
Yo, I sound like my last episode.
Who the fuck is it? August Alsina.
What is in August?
Yo, all right, Tyree, you seem like you got it, so I'm gonna give you the floor. So tell us a little bit about August Alsina. I'm not too knowledgeable, bro.
Well, I do know a couple things. I know his sister, not too long ago, passed away. I know his brother passed away to I believe like a motorcycle accident or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's an artist, man. He's an R&B artist, and he has a lot of different songs, man. That's out there with what's that shit he did with he did a lot of songs, man. And
Song Cry, No Love.
Yeah.
I remember this song.
I Love This Shit.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because his career had fell down when he started having medical problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seizures
So,
and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, I was someone who listened to his stuff. I liked his voice a lot, you know, and I followed a lot of his music and stuff. But yeah, definitely when his health declined, it was, you know, he kind of fell off. I mean, he was having a lot of issues. He sang about some of it. So that's where I know him from, is the music scene and all that. So when I saw him pop up, I didn't even really follow anything else for so long. Like, he just hasn't been in the public eye for so long.
Yeah.
When he came out with his interview, I was like, August?
Well, see,
August?
listen. Now me as a person, like I said, I've heard a couple of his songs, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like me personally, I've never really been a fan. I was like, he was a guy that was singing. I mean, there wasn't too many R&B cats that was coming out, you know, that was new at the time that he was out. And I remember that, you know, vividly because I was actually working fucking Target in electronics. So I was seeing new, stuff every Tuesday. I knew what was coming out, and I was paying attention to the artists and stuff like that or whatever. He was popular. I mean, I guess he was popular. I remember he had that incident. Didn't he have that incident in 160 Park where somebody said something that he didn't want them to talk about it, and he like cursed old girl out or something like that. Remember that shit? I remember that.
Was Brown.
Probably was him too, but I know it was.
No, and I'm only saying that because I remember this one interview with him where like they were trying to talk to him about, I guess, what happened with Rihanna, and it was after all of that had finished.
Man,
he was like, "I don't want to talk about that." Like,
yeah, why would he?
So that one bad.
Roundhouse that bitch. She. Fuck you gonna say?
That's the problem. That's what got him there in the first.
I'm saying.
Basically.
Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna, yo. I'm saying, is that like alleged at this point? I mean,
but what did Rihanna do to Chris Brown?
That's true. Yo, listen, Rel. That's the
point. Oh, here we go.
Listen, that's the point.
Talk that shit.
Yo,
some people aren't gonna like that you had done said that.
We about to have this conversation right now, bro. And you wanna know something? I.T.Tiff, we definitely ain't gonna gang on you. You my baby.
Here we go. I gotta go. So
I'll tell you right now.
That's the end of the episode for I.T.Tiff.
There's 3 niggas in this room about to have a convo right now. But yeah, to keep progressing the conversation, that was what I knew about August Alsina. Now apparently, like just so everybody can dive into the story. Jada Pickett, Will Smith's been married for a long time. And, I guess they've had issues, which whatever. And the only reason I'm saying this confidently is because they literally just came onto a show and, spoke about their problems. But we watched the video and we kind of.
Wait, you guys start at the beginning. How this video even came to be?
Go ahead, baby. As a matter of fact, go ahead. You take over because you do a better job than me. I just talk shit. I'm good at that part.
It started with an interview August did. And he was talking about his struggles and all this other stuff. And he was talking about relationships that he had. And he mentioned Jada and being in love with her and their relationship and getting Will Smith's blessing to be with Jada. And how when they broke up and separated, it crushed him, basically. It broke him. He was going through a lot. It was just, it broke him. He was talking about how close he was with the whole family, everything. And then everything was just broken in him after that. And that he still loved her and cared about her.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a break. Let's attack this in parts. All right, let's attack this in parts real quick. Yo, listen. Now, Rel and Tyree. All right, I want to talk to y'all for a minute. As a man, yo, listen, bro. You got another man in your house. Now, this isn't against.
No.
Listen, this isn't against Will, but this is how motherfuckers act, bro. Okay, I'm not taking anything away from anybody. Yo, maybe you got health problems. Maybe you got a lot going on. Maybe you got kids. Maybe you got this. Maybe you got that. But as a man, to go into another man's house, into his family, with welcoming arms, and talk all this shit about how you're hurt because another man's wife doesn't love you or ended a relationship that you had that was started because you felt whatever the fucking case may be, whatever the case may be. Maybe she did love you, maybe whatever. But when I hear shit like that, bro, I can't look at that man and say, hey, you a credible person. Hey, you fucking, I care about your feelings. You came into another person's situation. I don't give a fuck what it was. I don't care what happened or how they were trying to help you. Yo, that's that man's wife. Those are boundaries you don't fucking cross. Am I wrong?
Nope.
I mean, personally, as a woman, I feel that if you're married and you separate, you're still married, even though you're not, even though you're, you know what I mean? Like, you're still married. So if you're separated, even though you're not together, you're still together because you're married.
True.
That's how I feel. So I would never be with a man who's like, yeah, I'm married, but I'm separated. We haven't talked to each other in like 6 months. We're going to divorce. Like, I'm like, but you still like,
see,
nah, I'm good.
See,
you got stuff to handle.
I don't want to make this just a me and you conversation because Rel and Tyree here. I definitely want them to join and have their perspective. I don't want to overtalk. So
I wasn't talking about us.
No. I'm just talking about me and you like talking about the situation. No, definitely not me and my baby. We got our problem. We good. We straight. But go ahead, Rel. You like when Tiffany was saying some stuff. You had some stuff in your mind, bro.
So basically, they get a divorce before they get married. Basically, that's what they're doing.
Basically, they're together apart.
They get a divorce before they get married. Listen, No, listen, I thought he had something to say, but I guess you don't got something to say.
What I'm saying is, in my world, and it's not the same for other people, because maybe when you're married and you're separate and you're not divorcing for whatever reason, in your head, you're still not together. So I don't know what that mentality is like. I just know that even if I'm married, my mentality is if I'm married with you, even if we're separate, we could be living in separate houses, we could be living in separate cities, but we're still married.
Yeah, I do.
Until that marriage is done.
I do understand that. But listen, here's the thing about marriage. All right. When you marry somebody, when you marry somebody, that's a binding fucking agreement. You know, everything changes. Marriage is so much more than just love and relationship at that point. You got, you know, you're tied together by law. You're tied together by your taxes. You're tied together. Everything you fucking do is you and another person at that point. So it's a lot more than just like
it's entangled.
It's shit. She doing it. She doing it. She doing it. But but see, the thing is, it's like, so when people do find out, like, uh-oh, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more you have to go through than just, oh, well, we're just gonna break up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that option when you're married. So to separate, to be with somebody, have an understanding and say, hey, things aren't working out for us. So we have to take our fucking, situation and distance each other from each other to figure out what we want to do next. Okay, that's like the only option you have. When you're with somebody and you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you guys been together 10 years, whatever the case may be. You might have kids, you might have things that link you together, house, whatever. But as far as by law, you don't know shit. You break up, you're done. There's nothing else entangled. Entangled. The word of the day, ladies and gentlemen, entangled.
That's you by Sesame Street.
But the thing is, it's like you literally have nothing else that you have to, worry about. There might be some things that you guys have done together, but as far as a binding contract, whatever the hell you want to call it. So separation is the only thing you have in that case until you get divorced.
But that's the thing, like divorce is the breakup. So if you're separating, you're not really broken up still. Like, yeah, there are circumstances where like you're poor, you can't afford it.
Yep, exactly.
Or you're being antagonized or you can't get the person, whatever. There are situations like that. But at that point, like, especially if it hasn't even been that long, like if you've been separated for like 5 years, okay, you're probably not going to be with them again and you've never talked. Okay,
that's
whatever.
A long time.
Okay, well, some people don't believe in divorce. So they just separate. So, I mean, it's in those kind of situations. But, I mean, I just feel personally, and I haven't been through it, so maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if I'm personally in a marriage and it's not working out and I know I have to get a divorce, I'm going to be separated, but I'm not going to be with someone else during that time.
Well, you're
I'm going to divorce. Too, so. I'm going to be like, you know what, let me just, this is done. That's me.
So that paperwork is good. But yeah, babe, you know what? And like I said, like that's why I'm happy to, we together. Because, you look at things like that, in a lot of situations, I'm going to say a lot of situations. And Lamar Tyree, feel free to, jump in whenever you want. But in a lot of situations, you got somebody, usually when you get into a relationship with somebody, you care about somebody. If you guys are doing it right, like for the most part, if you do not work out with somebody that you really thought you were going to work out with, it is an uncomfortable feeling to, a week later, you see them talking to somebody else. Oh my God, like you're looking at it like, what the hell? Like, yeah, you're not together anymore. You're not technically together anymore, whatever the case may be, even if you're not married, whatever. You look at that person and they already got somebody fucking hitting their phone, walking around, holding hands. That shit is awkward, bro.
But that's another thing that makes the situation even crazier. And I know we're going to get into it, so I'm not going to get into it right now. But, like, it's one thing if, like, you're separated and you're just that kind of person who has to be with someone and then you find some random person and then they're new and you're like, that's a crazy person, glad I'm away from them. It's another thing when, like, that they're talking, they're friends, whatever, they're a family friend, they're a whatever friend. And then all of a sudden, when you guys break up, all of a sudden they're everywhere together and you're like,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, all the way. Like I was saying, just to go, because I was going there.
Oh, okay.
But you have somebody, just on a regular event, you break up with somebody, you see them with somebody else. It don't matter if you've never seen them before in your life. Maybe it's somebody they just met yesterday. You see them already talking to somebody. It's a hard feeling, especially if you cared about that person. Because there is a part of you that's like, God damn, like you don't feel anything. We were just together for a month. We were together for 3 months. We were together for 3 years. And you broke up with me, and a week later, a month later, 2 months maybe.
Found somebody else.
You already got somebody? That shit ain't hurting. You ain't missing what we had. You ain't thinking about me no more. Are you trying to forget about me by dating this person? Now, that's one thing. That's one thing that you can look at. But when that happens with somebody that was close to you before you got disconnected from your person you were with, okay? In this situation, Will Smith and Jada married. Who the fuck knows what happened in their marriage? They've been together for a long time. But old boy came around while they were together. Fuck the separation talk. They were together. And Will, you know, enough to call him Og and have a nickname for him and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was in a bad place. He had this going on. He had that going on. Case may be. I don't know. Everybody got shit going on sometimes. But I'm saying, if he brought this guy into his home around his family enough to say, yo, we want to help you. We want to take care of you. We want to support you. And then you go and fuck his wife. You love her?
Okay, that's slightly different from what happened. Because you're
really?
You're making it sound like
sounds like this happened to me.
You're making it sound like he slept over. He spent the night, accidentally slipped into Jada's room.
Oh no, I don't gotta. That's why does it gotta be that? Why does it have to be that vivid? Like literally, I don't give a fuck if he did it in Nebraska. He could have did it in the Bahamas.
And I think another important part is like even though the situation is very weird, you also have to pay attention to, you know, what they've admitted to. And I mean, Will and Jada both admitted that they felt like it was over at that point. So, I mean, and I'm not saying that means, oh yeah, next day you could be with someone, you know, because it doesn't matter if we're over. If I'm like, I'm done with you, I care about you, everything like that, but we can't be together. And then the next day you're with my best friend or you're with someone that we're friends with or something. I'm gonna be like, I mean, I know we're broken up, but
that's what I'm saying. That's
really?
the whole principle. That's the whole principle. The principle is like you got this guy who came around your family and bought himself, regardless, bro. Regardless. I had problems. I had this. Yo, for respectable dudes, at least I'll put myself in this category because I know how I am, yo. Nobody else knows me. You can think what the fuck you want. But at the same time, I know that if I'm ever coming around somebody, especially somebody who's trying to be there for me in my time of need, and you think I'm going to take advantage of that shit, even if it was a situation, if it was like, well, she was there for me when I needed somebody, and that's where my emotions grew close to her, listen to me, bro. You have fucking boundaries, bro. You have boundaries. What are you going to do if your best friend's wife comes to you, and she's the one that's there for you right now? She's supporting you because you're going through a bad thing. You going to fuck her and screw your best friend? Yo, it's boundaries, bro.
Bro. That shit was consensual, dude. I mean, she was on that same wave as well. She knew what the fuck it was.
Of course.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I'm about to fuck my best friend's wife. Nah. He was, you know what I mean? They was going through some shit or whatever. In their relationship, they have an open relationship. So she's like,
wait, bro. Hold on one second. Only reason I'm gonna stop you is because listen, everybody says they have an open relationship. Everybody says that. I've personally never ever heard an interview or a conversation between Will Smith and Jada Pickett that stated they have an open relationship. I just want to.
I ain't gonna say that shit.
I'm gonna support it right now.
Okay.
So Will said in the roundtable, he was like, "Yo, I know that you know what I mean, you have to do what you have to do, this, that, and the third, whatever." And she was like, "Yo, the only person that's gonna make that decision is me." So that right there, from what I got that shit from, it was like, yo, it was both fucking consensual.
That
shit like that.
And that was in regards to all the rumors. Because I mean, back to how it started. August said in the interview that Will Smith gave him the blessing to be.
Right.
I did hear an interview years ago where Jada kind of talked about how sometimes they venture out of their marriage. She didn't say it like that, but she did say it years ago.
I think I did hear something like that too.
I don't know if it's like a always kind of situation, because during the Red Table Talk, it didn't seem like Will was like, yeah, that's cool to keep doing.
I'm telling you.
You know, I think that there were time, especially back then, where they were like, you know what, we're going to be a little bit more open, probably because they had those issues. And like they were saying on the Red Table Talk, you know, Will was like, you need to figure out what's going to make you happy. And I need to figure out what make me happy in order for us to be people who can be happy without making each other make the other one happy.
All right. Hold on. I'm trying to get everybody's, opinions on the situation as we're going. So go ahead, Rhea. I heard you were about to say something.
So I think that when I was listening to the roundtable, that Will handled that shit like very calmly. Like if it was me, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like personally, if y'all married together, just because y'all separate doesn't mean that you go out and fuck other people. You get what I'm saying? That's just me personally.
Okay, personally,
You get what I'm saying?
And it was 4 years ago. That might be why he was calm about it, because I'm sure this was not the first time.
He was still married 4 years ago.
But
on top of that,
first time he heard it though is what I'm saying. That's
crying.
But on top of that, you don't know if there was any kind of rules that were set. Like, yo, listen, we can see other people, we can do this, we can do that. I mean, we didn't hear that part.
When you going through shit, what the fuck kind of rules you want to set? This is the fucking tournament, okay? You can fuck, you can't touch anybody.
No,
but you married.
A lot of open relationships or open marriages, they do have rules. Yeah. Like, oh, you have to clear it with me. Oh, it can't be this person. Oh, it can't be. They do. I mean, I know people who are in open relationships and
me too.
They can't be around my kids or whatever it is.
Yeah, But one thing you guys also got to understand real quick, and we're going off of these, speculations. Of saying open relationship, we're throwing those words around. Now we've heard, like you said, babe, you heard Jada like say something about they venture sometimes, whatever. I think I remember the interview too. Actually, I remember certain little things. But like I said, I've never heard Will Smith and Jada Pickett come out and say, "Hey, we're in an open relationship. Sometimes we fuck other people. This is what we do, blah blah blah, whatever." Now, one thing I want to point out that's kind of proving my point a little bit. Well, at least I think it's kind of validating me a little bit. One thing Will Smith and Jada did was go to their show that they host on Facebook, and they sat down and openly said, "You know what, motherfucker? Y'all want to talk about these tabloids and this and that and put words in our mouth? Fuck that. I'm telling y'all what's going on right here. We talking right here." Whether Jada took Will or Will took Jada, whatever the understanding was, they sat down
Jada
together.
took herself.
Yeah, she took herself. And Will said, "Okay, bitch, you want to sit down? We gonna fucking talk about it." One thing I read about Will that everybody's sitting there talking about right now, Will Smith did not look like, I have an open marriage. I have an open situation going on right now. Even though it was publicized, you got to remember, a lot of people was going to watch this shit. He knew a lot of people was going to watch this shit. He's not going to be full on fucking blowout mode. Actually, when we were just watching it, one thing I paid attention to was when he first sat down, he said, "I was done with your ass." You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention.
That was right before their breakup.
Yeah, baby. Listen, I'm a man. All right, I'm telling you right now. There's certain things that when a man, as a man, whether it be pride, whether it be ego, whatever the fuck you want to call it, when a man feels like, yo, you doing this shit to me, fuck you. I mean, and that's when you get that feeling where it's like, yo, you've put me in a position where like I'm not a man no more. Right. As a man, you are going to go off. And when Will said, you did that, I was done with your ass. He wasn't saying it like, oh, we were just separated. He was saying it like, after I heard this shit right here, I was done with you.
No. He wasn't saying because of this, I was done with you.
Listen.
Because this happened right before that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It wasn't just because when he was talking about when they were split up. It wasn't just because that. I know what you're talking about. They were talking about we were split up and we were finished. But when he was talking, if you pay attention to the video, and I just rewatched it with you, he stated that shit because he was saying, even Jada said, I know. It wasn't just because they were saying they were separated and this and that or whatever. I'm telling you, though, that's what's making me think like, I don't think everything was as free as what everybody thinks it was with them, yo.
Well, that part I don't think, because of where that part was in the conversation, it was right where she was basically like, we broke up. And he was like, yeah, I was done with your ass. And then she was like, yeah, I know. We really didn't think we'd be together again. And then even after that, he was like, yeah, we weren't sure if we were going to be. And she was like, no, we thought we were done. Like she clarified that. She did validate that. She did validate that. But at the end, the part to me that makes it, makes me feel like, okay, this wasn't a thing that he was cool with, was where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you back though. because he says that. I mean, in the clip that we saw just now, it didn't say that, but in the version that I originally watched, you know, towards the end, he's like, yeah, but I'm gonna get you back though. And she was like, no, it's not about getting people back. And he's like, for me, it is.
Get the fuck out of here. See,
You gonna fuck it up for?
That's even more. That's even more of a reason to believe. Like I'm saying, yo, I got a real big feeling that I think a lot of people have like kind of a mind state about, you know, what happened. As also speaking kind of as a man, yo, what Will Smith's got to go through now, just off of this fucking thing, he has to go through, you know, the eyes looking at him like, damn nigga, control your chick. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro, your girl dogged you. You know what I'm saying? He got to go through that shit. I don't give a fuck. His shit was publicized. He's been degraded as a man. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things. Your girl over there, fucking people that you brought in around the family, you the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? If I was a man and I bought my friend,
man.
If I was, oh man,
all right,
maybe I'm a little twisted than what the fuck
I'm just playing with you.
Maybe a little more
I just had to
twisted
get
than
that
I
in
thought.
there.
That's cool. But if I was like, you know, well, I am a head of the house. Okay, so
if I was a man,
if it was happening to you,
as a man, head of the household, whatever. If I bought like, you know, somebody around my house, and you know what I'm saying, and I bought him and I said, hey, you know, this guy's a little down on his luck, blah blah, whether it be friend, family, whatever. And I said, this guy's down on his luck, we're gonna help him out. And we give him a place to stay, and we give him like, you know, a little bit of money, maybe get him a job, help him get on his feet. Okay. Something happens and we, you know, have a turn for the worse or whatever, and we, you know, choose to say, let's take some time, you know what I'm saying? Let's take some time. Shit really isn't working out with us lately. We don't know where it's gonna go. We're gonna take some space from each other. If you go be with that person that we let into our situation when we were together, fucking wrong, bro. Like, I don't understand how anybody can see that as any different. And I think that's what Jada did. And that's what looked like what Will was reading, man. Looked like he was like, listen, we brought this kid into our situation. He needed help, and we chose to help him. Now there's got to be a part of him thinking like, well, did she only want to help him because she was attracted to him? Maybe this was always the plan. Maybe it was something else going through. Maybe there's shit, probably there's shit that he don't even know about, that she isn't even releasing. You know what I'm saying? It's always, when you find out shit like this, there's usually a lot deeper stuff that's underneath. You're not getting everything that's on the fucking red table, blue table, green table, whatever. There's a lot of shit, bro.
Do you think that shit was happening before all of that happened?
I don't know if it was happening before all that, but I do know, listen, this is what I do think. I think that the reason why it was able to happen was because it was accepted. And not by Will either. I think it was accepted by Jada wanted that situation to happen in some way. And when you want a situation to happen, there's certain ways you can open doors, okay? It's the same thing as if you want to meet somebody, you're going to try to be in their presence a little bit more. Or if you want to be with somebody, you're going to try to talk to them a little bit more if you can. Whatever the case may be, you're going to open up fucking, you know, doors for you to get to that person, to get to that situation. And I think that's what she did.
Well, I mean, from my perspective of what they were saying happened, I think it wasn't just simple as, okay, yeah, she's opening that door, or okay, yeah, August is opening that door. Because this, you know, they admitted that they were helping August, you know, with his issues and getting him the support and the resources that he needed. But at the same time, in their marriage, their marriage was failing at this point. And you have to realize, as someone in a failing marriage, like you're putting your all into this marriage, you have kids, all this other stuff, and when you feel like it's failing, or you feel like, in her own words, it's been a long time since you felt good, you're missing something, you know. And when you're missing something, you tend to try to look for it. And if you can't find that in your husband, or you can't find that in your wife, I'm not saying then you go cheat, but you have someone else that you might be confiding in. You know, it starts off like that, where you're like, but think of it this way: he's already kind of like a friend. You're helping him out, exactly. So you're not automatically thinking, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna be with him. But it starts off like that, where you're like, oh man, kind of what's happening. He's around, so he could see certain things, and he might be saying like, yeah, it's kind of messed up. I'm
taking advantage.
But
taking advantage.
I don't think it was as simple as, you know what?
I don't know.
Let me
baby.
slide into this. You know, I think it did kind of
that shit. I'm telling you, though,
Yeah.
as a dude, listen,
maybe
baby,
as a dude, but I'm
I
talking as a
love you,
woman.
yeah,
Like,
but I'm saying
as a
all right.
woman, first of all, if you're August Alsina and you see Jada Pinkett, you're not gonna automatically be like, I can take Will's girl. Like,
Why not? Why
because
not?
Will is Will.
But that don't matter. That's the thing, though.
That means shit.
Yeah, that no. I mean, maybe who the fuck knows? I wouldn't
Okay,
go there
well,
with that-
after
with
this
that man.
situation, sure, maybe. But
I mean, I wouldn't go in there with that situation. But yo, listen, I'm not accusing anybody of anything either. I'm just trying to be, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to say realistic. I don't want to say. I'm just trying to be a little bit more objective, I guess would be a best word to say.
you're taking the man view, though.
I am kind of taking the man view.
Because I don't think, and maybe men do that, because I don't know how men feel in those situations. I just know how it's like being a woman and, you know, understanding how it could be where you're talking how it could start off and then you're still married and then your marriage is failing. You have this dude telling you nice things. You're already broken because she did say she felt broken. She didn't feel good.
Yeah.
You're already feeling down.
That's
you're
fine.
separated. You have someone constantly, you know, that's how guys probably rope in girls.
Oh,
you know, like
yeah.
you're so beautiful. Why would he treat you like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not saying
course.
August did that, but I am saying, like, even if he's just a friend, like even if he saw her as just a friend for a moment, he would, like any friend would be like, listen, you know, I know you're going through some things, but don't feel super bad about yourself. Don't be depressed. You're this, you're Jada, you're,
Fuck
you know?
that shit. Yo,
Let me confide in his dick, Jada.
Bro, please. Talk to him. Yo, listen. Baby, yo, I feel you, yo. And you have a really, you know why? Because you're a good fucking woman. That's why. But here's the thing, yo. When opportunity knocks, yo,
I'm coming in that motherfucker like, what's up?
I'm telling you. Yo, the difference between Jada and August is August ain't married. Okay? So whatever the case may be, whether Jada wants to sit here and help him and do this, maybe she wasn't attracted to him. Maybe she never thought about sucking this motherfucker's dick in her life. You understand? But when that opportunity presented himself, and I'll be honest, it probably was him. Every excuse sounds perfect for why she wanted to do what she did. She did it. You can come up with any reasoning to try to justify yourself for any situation. But she was married to a fucking man, and whether or not you get together, the first motherfucker she ran to wasn't the person that she wanted to meet, wasn't anything. It was somebody who was already close. Okay?
And fucking probably whispering shit in her motherfucking ear like, yo, that nigga ain't shit.
Already. I mean, crying shoulder. Will did this today. And he was sitting there, what did you do, man? What did never Yo, listen, bro. That's what dudes be fucking doing.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, y'all.
Let me ask you a question, B.
Go ahead, Rick.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever do that shit before?
No, I haven't. I can honestly say I've cheated before. I've cheated. Not with you, baby. Old shit.
But you're talking about some entanglements.
No entanglements.
You got entanglements recently?
Yo, listen, real quick. Hey, Rick, not to get off your topic, but real quick. That's another thing. When she sat at that table, bro, my man Will, yo, listen, my man Will, I don't know him personally, but looking at him, especially in this situation right here, I think Will Smith is a real ass nigga, yo. For real. Will was sitting there, and he wasn't too like, oh, we're just going to fucking play along. Will was sitting there like, listen, motherfucker, the cameras is rolling, but let's be real. Don't bullshit me right now.
That nigga was
he sat there. I got into an entanglement. When people try to do, like I said, justify. She didn't want to use the word relationship, but she didn't like the way that sounded.
I bet that stabbed August too. He was listening to it. He heard the word entanglement. He was like, oh.
That motherfucker got on the microphone. Yo, that's his fucking fault.
He said relationship. He said love. She said entanglement. Yo, we got into an entanglement.
He sat there and shouted that shit out. It's his all this shit. Hold on one second, y'all. One of y'all microphones is getting feedback. Y'all gotta make sure y'all headphones is in. Anybody got their saying? We straight? I don't know what we're hearing. We straight? All right, I think we're straight. All right, hold on, my bad. I'm sorry to fuck with the show and shit. But listen, yo, Tyree, back to your question. You got your Tyree, you got your microphone muted.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, cool.
I think that's my mic.
Oh, okay. Yours is giving feedback. All right.
My phone was about to die.
Oh, your phone's about to die?
Oh, gotcha.
All right, that's cool. All right, we straight.
My fault.
But back to your question.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've never put myself in a situation where it's like, oh, I was the shoulder to cry on. Oh, I like a girl, so I'm going to put myself close to her. That's a lot of dudes do. Oh, you want to be friends? Let's be friends. Okay, let's be friends. Okay, whenever your boyfriend does something, who the first motherfucker that girl come running to? Oh, Johnny did this yesterday. He's so... But go ahead, Tyree. Yeah, like I said, I never done anything like that before. A lot of people look for opportunity there. But go ahead. Have you done it?
I believe I did it before. Yeah.
You believe?
Oh,
Say
yeah,
yes or no, nigga.
But more of the story is I'm saying like niggas did shit like that before. You get what I'm saying? Like we know the game.
So
we did that shit before.
I get you there.
You get what I'm saying? Like that probably happened in that situation. You never know.
Yeah, you're absolutely.
I mean, he was in her ear the whole fucking time. Like, oh yeah, damn, that motherfucker did that shit again. You need to leave that motherfucker alone, man.
I'm telling you.
You're not happy. Get out the situation.
Yeah, we don't know, but I see it. I see it. You know why? It's not far-fetched, man. It's not far-fetched. A lot of times, when you're in a situation like that, like you said, babe, a lot of times you do look for somebody you're close with, especially if you're getting out of a marriage. Who are you going to look at? A stranger? It's not like it's going to be easy to go meet somebody off a fucking Plenty of Fish.
Right.
Or something like that, readytomingle.com, whatever.
Right.
You're going to go to somebody who's close, man. You're going to go to somebody who's close. You want to confide in somebody who's close, who it feels good. So who is it going to be? Oh, the person that you're already helping. He's got this issue. He's got that issue. Well, this is what happened with you today, and that's what happens to me today. And then, bam, y'all back and forth, powwowing. Until somebody hits that little move. Ooh, little slip. Ooh, kissed him a little bit. Uh-oh. Ran it.
Got into an entanglement.
He's rubbing my leg a little bit. I shouldn't do this, August. But I want to do it so bad, Jada. I've been on a crush on you since I was freaking 4.
Oh my gosh. Now you're rubbing your leg.
August.
Yo, chill, dog.
I'm 48 now, August. But listen, bro. Listen. The thing about Jada, man, and I ain't trying to talk bad about Will's wife. I don't know the situation. I just don't trust shit like that, man. I just don't trust shit like that. I mean, I think that's dirty, man. I think that's dirty. You fucking around. On Will and the old boy blew your spot up. Honestly, if old boy didn't say nothing, I don't think Will ever would have knew that shit.
Yeah,
everybody's speculating, saying they think he knew.
I think he knew.
The way that motherfucker was acting at that.
I think he knew.
I don't know if he knew, man. Maybe he could have speculated. Remember that too. You can think you know some. There's a lot of times you get them girls, you hear them stupid ass girls.
They had pictures and everything though. They had pictures, but not only that though, when she said they haven't talked in 4 years, you don't just have someone that you're helping and all of a sudden they vanish for 4 years.
Yo, check this out. Did you hear what she said though? She was like, so yeah, I respected, August for not wanting to be, not wanting to have anything to do with me, after that situation and shit, because that nigga left out of that whole.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's the one who cut off communication. Because
all that shit.
He was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, and we were fixing things and healing things. She was talking to Will when she said that, and she said in the middle of that, he cut off all contact. So he is the one that cut that off.
But didn't she say that because she told him that she wanted to continue with what she was doing? I thought she said that she cut it off because he was, what's it called?
He did.
I know.
Yeah, he did.
He stopped talking to her, but I thought he stopped talking to her because she told him, like, no, I'm continuing what I'm doing in my marriage. We're trying to rekindle.
No. While they were, while her and Will were trying to heal whatever was going on with them, that's when August was like, you know what, this is too much for me. Probably because he was like, I love you. It's either me or Will. And since you trying to do stuff with Will still, I can't, I'm
gonna back up.
I don't know if that's how it happened, but from what she was saying, she was saying, she was healing herself, and she was, her and Will were healing stuff. And August was like, deuces, blocked on everything. He took that girl approach, or he was like, block, erase her from my life. and then didn't contact her for 4.5 years. That's the reason why Will and Jada were like, it's been 4 years, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and
Yeah.
then and now you finding out that fucking information. And I mean, like you said, I mean, I don't know if he did or did not. I mean, a little bit, like I said, a part of me is really thinking like, I don't know if he speculated. But as far as fully knowing everything that fucking happened, maybe he thought maybe she did something with him. Maybe, you know, he does his own shit. Maybe whatever. I don't think he knew that it was as deep as what it was, yo. It didn't seem like he knew. It seemed
maybe
like,
not as deep. I don't think that he would have thought that
like
August
a
was in love with
relationship.
him.
Yeah, like in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hearing that shit, Will was probably like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, you ain't even, you just, you know, you falling in love with other
So you thought that she confessed that shit at the fucking red table?
I think that
the first time?
Even before that, you know, I definitely think they had a conversation.
Okay.
Went to the red. You know what I'm saying? I think that once they got to the red table, they literally. That's why Will was like, "What do you mean entanglement, bitch? Like, say what you got to say. You know what you got to say." And because I'm pretty sure that Will didn't just go there like, "Okay, let's just hear about it right now," like they're on Jerry Springer or some shit.
Right. That's
you know what I mean? Like they probably had a conversation, and it probably was a deeper conversation. Like I said, Will looks like he's a real ass nigga, bro. Will looks like he was like, "What the fuck you got going on, Jada? Like, you got these people over here talking about us and shit." Will probably went in, bro. If I had to guess, I don't know. But that little smiley face shit, bro, that motherfucker been in front of the camera for how many years now?
That nigga's in tears.
Act, bro.
But let me ask you a question, right? Didn't he feel some type of way about Tupac and Jada?
I don't remember that.
Because I could have swore he said that.
Jada was stuck on him.
Jada was on.
I remember that shit.
And I think that Will said something about he was jealous of her and Tupac or some shit like that.
Yeah, he did say that shit in the interview. Yep, he did say that.
Yeah, I didn't remember that. I mean, I'm not denying that. I just don't remember that. Yeah, I mean, I believe it, bro. I mean, I'm not nothing against Jada, man. I mean, never heard anything about her and shit like that or whatever. But it's just like now you're hearing some stuff about it.
Well, here's one thing I did want to bring up that I do have some knowledge about, and it's when she talked about her codependency. And I'm very much familiar with codependency because I have a lot of the same traits as a codependent person. That I've dealt with that. I had to go through my own sessions of trying to figure that out.
Just for people like just so we're talking online and everything. For people who's not sure what that is, babe, give it like a quick rundown. I don't even know what you're talking really sure.
So basically, someone who's codependent. Oh, how dare they assume this?
Go ahead.
When you're codependent, the symptoms of it seems pretty innocent. You like to help people. You like to make sure that everybody's good. You put other people before yourselves, things like that. It seems like it's very, very innocent. But the underlying issue is you're basically seeking validation based on how you make other people feel. And so you're fixing them, or you're finding people to fix, even if they don't want your help. And that's where it gets really toxic in that situation, because someone could be like, "I'm good," and you're still like, "No, you're not. Let me help you. You don't know you need help, so let me help you." So
let me help you get this dick.
Oh my gosh. So circumstances like that, or you're going above and beyond. You're putting yourself on the back burner just to do that. And you're doing all of that for that kind of worth back. Like, I'm valuable because I can help people.
That makes
I'm worth something because I've helped all of you guys with all your things. And so you should value me. So that's kind of what codependency is. It's like it's almost a situation where you feel you're not worth anything unless other people think you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard for me to say it that way because I always thought when I was younger that I loved myself and felt like I was worthy, until I realized I was getting into these patterns with toxic people. And my mentality back then, it's so crazy because when you go to these places where they teach you about codependency and stuff, they have like this whole list. They're like, "You've probably said this about yourself." And I've said like all of them. I'm like, I'm just helpful. I'm just a helpful person. I like to help everybody, and a lot of people do. The only thing that separates it is the fact that most people know a normal distance to go, and people don't.
That's what I was.
It's like their whole thing is that. And if you take that away, they don't know who they are.
Like, how do you know? Like, and that was a really good way of explaining it, because even I kind of understood it a little better than I thought I understood it. But you do get in that thing now where you got to ask yourself a little bit, like, well, am I codependent because I do like helping people, or I do like feeling like people help, or like you have certain things like isn't on the same kind of line where it's like you're giving a girl flowers because you want to, you know, make her smile that day or something like that, or is it because you want to feel good that you did it because it made her smile? Like, isn't that like a weird ass fine line to draw?
Yes, it is.
If I explain that good, I don't know.
You did, but I mean, I think a better way is like if you're bringing a girl flowers and she's like, I don't need flowers, like I'm good,
Yeah, okay.
and you're like, cool. So here's flowers again. You don't need flowers, maybe you need chocolates. You don't need that, maybe you need this. You don't need that, and they're like, I'm good. Like you don't have to help me. Or
but
like if someone's
like, isn't that like
at what point are you harassing them?
I guess so. I mean, oh yeah, you can't be a stalker.
It's also in a situation where like you're telling someone, you know, what's going on in your life, and you're just trying to vent, and they're trying to fix everything that you're talking about. They're like, no, this, that. It's also a form of control. So codependency, there's a lot of control issues. Like you're trying to control what they're doing. You're doing this wrong. You can't do it like that. You have to do it like this. No, I'm not talking about the fridge and the cleaning stuff. That ain't codependency. That's my organizational thing. That ain't the same thing.
That.
Okay. I thought he was going to say that because we organize different. And by different, I mean I organize and he doesn't. Yeah. And that's a problem. And I'm not trying to control you, but you better put these things where they go in the fridge. That's all I'm saying.
Fit that shit in there. And you know, hold your hand and close the fridge real fast so that shit don't fall out.
Yeah, stay.
For the next person that open now, all that shit just tumble out. Yeah, that's their problem.
Yep.
That's basically. But anyway, that is not codependent. Just so that we're clear.
I got you.
But you know, trying to control people, being like, no, you don't do this in your life. You have to do what I said. You're stupid if you don't. You know, like okay, obviously, if you're talking to someone who's doing something stupid, like I'm gonna take tons of drugs and kill myself. Don't do that. You're stupid.
But even them, you tell them once, hey yo, don't take that bottle of pills, Johnny. Yo, Johnny's always fucking up in my stories. It's always Johnny.
Johnny.
Yo, listen, Johnny, don't take that bottle of pills, kid. And Johnny's like, man, fuck you, I'm gonna fucking take it.
But codependent people are always seeking that love and that value based on their control of people, their love for people, and their helping of people.
So in this situation, baby, do you think that Jada was trying to
help herself with some dick? Yeah.
Well, when she said that she started off wanting to help him, and that's how the relationship started, and you know, there's something that she felt good with helping people because of her codependency, that resonated with me because I'm familiar with that. Yeah. Because when I dealt with one of my exes, he was a whole entire project. And thinking back now that I'm better, I mean, I guess it's not like a cold you can just get over it. But
well, you definitely don't got to help me. You know that.
Now that I'm more aware of that and where it comes from, it does stem from a lot of childhood stuff. And that's what she was saying, a lot of childhood issues that she felt like, you know, maybe deep down inside she could fix if she fixed other people. Now, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm helping people because it'll fix my trauma. It's just something I naturally am like, let me help you. Or I used to be. I don't do that anymore like that.
I feel what you're saying.
But
I don't know. If she wouldn't have fucked him, I guess I feel different.
Well, what she was saying was like, you know, it felt good to help. And she hasn't felt good in a while.
That I understand.
And one thing I
sense.
can say about codependency and codependent people, as someone who had a lot of those symptoms, you, like Will was saying, he was like, you need to find what makes you happy. You need to figure out how to make yourself happy. And I need to do the same. Codependent people don't know how to make themselves happy. They don't know who they really are without the helping. And they think that's who they are. This is all they've got, is helping, is being there, is you loving their presence and wanting them there. So I understood that, and her needing to figure out, okay, this is who I am. This is what makes me specifically happy. So when she was talking about how it felt good to help him and all this other stuff, and that brought her in, and she was like, that just fulfilled her, that made sense, because to her, that brought self-worth and self-love. She's worthy of love because she can fix you.
Well, you know what? That's you really did just put it like really well. And like I said, even I kind of understand like that situation a little bit better, because, you know, we've been together for like 2 years now. And I knew that about you or whatever, but
when we first met, I was like, listen, here's all my issues, just so you know, I'm working on them, but here they are. And he was like, that doesn't sound bad. And I'm like,
It really wasn't though.
Well, by the time we got together, I was already like, I'm not a kind of person who can know what's wrong with me and just be like, If I know something's wrong with me, I'm like, sure, let me, how do I
don't.
This?
No, but a lot of people don't.
How do I get out of this?
That's the thing, though. All right, we talked about Will and Jada. Like, that's just one crazy ass situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it does open the door for more conversations about relationships. Because like we were just saying, we were making comparisons to what happened with them that we're just like kind of fully speculating and kind of not, because, they did come out in public and address a lot of fucking shit publicly. So, but with relationships, like, it's really interesting, like, to place comparisons and stuff like that. And what you're talking about, babe, as far as like, with somebody who's codependent, you have somebody who it feels good for them to help somebody else, feel good. And then it's like, when you help somebody, I'm trying to explain this, like, it's like a puzzle and shit. When you help somebody, you do something nice. Let's say you buy somebody some food, maybe a person, in the street, and you buy him some food. And you say, hey, I bought that food because that man was hungry and I don't like seeing people hungry. Or you can say, I bought that food because I want to feel good that I bought somebody food today. Isn't that like, I don't know where the line is. Like, it's such a thin line of like, which one of those is, okay, is that a codependency
If you
issue?
have no money and you're going to be negative or can't pay your bills and you decide to spend your money on somebody else that will either get help from somebody else or, when you feel like you're the only one in the world that can help these people, even if you have nothing to give and it makes you uncomfortable and it puts you in a bad spot, then you might be codependent.
So that's where you're kind of looking at.
And a fool.
Like, yeah, like whenever I have money and you're like, hey, can I buy this stupid thing and borrow some money from you? And I know for a fact I'm uncomfortable with it because I still like have my money for something else. And I say, yeah, sure. That's me being codependent. You don't know it because I don't be like, but I am better with it. Because now if you ask me, I'd be like, listen, I got $5 in this bank account.
Keep it real.
But that's and it's hard because a lot of people who are codependent, now that I know what it is and I've gone, I've done the research into it and stuff, there are people that I know that are, and they don't know. But you also can't just be like, you're codependent, like fix your life. You have to let people be them. Yeah. But I mean, you can suggest it, and if they just don't, you can't force them, which is a codependent problem because you're gonna be like, yes, I can. I can open their eyes. I'm the only one that could do that.
That's a broad fucking perspective. I'll tell you right now, that's definitely a broad perspective. And it's very insightful too, because, a lot of times I think it kind of comes with also getting older. Like, there's different things that you realize you do for certain reasons. As you're younger, you don't think about shit like that. Your mind is kind of, hasn't matured to levels of like understanding at that. For some people, I don't want to speak for everybody.
When you're young, you don't think at all.
Yeah, you just do, man. You wanna do this. People are pretty. You got a high sex drive. You got a, what I'm saying? You're trying to get your life together. You got a lot of distractions. But as you start getting older and things start settling down a little bit, whether you settle down or you've been with somebody for a while, or your job is, your state of, wherever you've been somewhere for a couple of years, and you're not really too worried anymore. And things get a little bit more simple. Like, you know what to do. You've been through the rat race. You've been through the fucking, paying the bills. So now it's like, that's where you start to kind of, filter out, oh, do I need to worry about this? No, I don't got to worry about this shit. It's going to happen, whatever. And then you start thinking about these things like, oh, damn, do I pay too much attention to people? Do I do this? Am I doing this for them, or am I doing this for me? And I guess I can understand where you get that. And Jada, even though I said we're not really talking about them no more, but I mean, just like off the rip, like, Jada is stating, like, that's something that she has, that she stated at the table, that she has going for her. So it's easy to understand. Like, she wanted to help old boy, and he was in a hard time.
We're attracted to people who need help.
So
basically,
yeah, she was definitely attracted.
But I mean, and that's not to say everyone that we want to help, we're like, so now.
But that's another point, though. That's a big point, because it's just like,
crazy.
It's just.
But like, I mean, if she felt broken and she had that. I mean, I'm not saying that's definitely what happened, but if you are feeling broken already as someone who has that issue, you already feel in love, you already, and maybe their relationship didn't work for a minute because of her codependency, where he was like, look, bruh, you can't control me. I'm going to do me. You got to find out what's going to make you happy, because I found out that I can't make you happy and you don't know what's going to make you happy. So now you're unhappy and I don't know what to do with you.
That's why I blame old boy more than I blame her. And I'll be
what?
Well, he was.
Listen.
He was broken too.
Let me explain myself. He was broken. Everybody's broken. Get some glue, motherfucker. Like, Listen, that's a married
Jada
woman,
found that
bro.
glue in August.
I guess so.
Yep.
That's a married woman, man. As a fucking man, yo, it's certain. I'm gonna freaking fly. There's certain things that you don't. Yo, it's just certain boundaries, man. I don't know, bro. Like, it's certain things that I know I would never fucking do, man. And you know, you can put it in any kind of perspective that you want. Oh, you're not him. He's a fucking celebrity. Blah blah whatever. Listen, bro. It's certain things that you don't cross, man. You don't fuck with a married man's wife, bro. With a family and this and that. I don't give a fuck how close you are to him.
Yeah, he was like, I was close with Will and the kids. I was like,
yo, listen. Do you know how deep that is?
Uncomfortable.
Like, do you know how deep that is?
That's a fucked up shit, boy.
Yo, think about this. Listen. Let me say this shit real quick. This is gonna be really raw. I'm letting y'all all know right now. This is me when I'm thinking about some shit like this or whatever. All right. This is what you got to think about, babe. You know, I don't know. Just hold on tight, because it's gonna be rough.
Oh,
listen. When you think about your wife, okay, your woman, your girl, whatever you got, and you've been with her, and you love her, and you do things with her, you got kids with her, you sleep with her, you eat with her, you drink with her, you fight with her, you fuck, you know what I mean? Passionate, you love her. Then you think about another man in between your wife's legs, inside her, doing all the fucking shit that you do.
Getting entangled.
To the woman that's you.
Oh, man.
You understand? When you say it like that, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. When you say it like that, if somebody went to Will Smith right now and said, hey, yo, Will, August Alsina, his dick was all up in Jada, bro. He was kissing her. He loved her. That's that nigga wife, bro. Yo, that's why motherfuckers be killing people. That compassion, that fucking rage, bro. When you think about it for what it really is, that nigga had your girl holding her, kissing her, sweating with her. Damn. For me, listen, I would never, ever, ever want to make somebody fucking feel like that, yo.
You still gotta remember, it wasn't all him. I mean, she had something to play. She had something to play in the role as well.
Of course.
I mean, they both did their thing.
And
you feel me? It wasn't like he raped her or anything like that. It was fucking consensual.
That's very true. That's very true, bro. But at the same time, yo, listen. At the same time, as a dude, man, old girl probably opened it up, probably let it happen. Who the fuck knows who initiated what? But I'm just saying, as a man, I can't speak as a woman. You know, whether that woman is older, he's a young guy, he's a good-looking dude, he was in the situation. But I'm saying that motherfucker put himself in that place where he went for it. He's not married. She's married. Even if she fucking initiates it. I don't know.
I think it's both of their faults.
Definitely both.
You know, everybody that's like,
so
oh, Jada took advantage of him. No, I will say that it is easier to put a lot of blame on her. She's an older woman. She's married. She's dealing with someone that she knows her family's fixing or helping. So she already knows that she has to help him. And then she comes out healed. She comes out good. She's fixing things with her husband in the middle of it. So I can see them putting more blame on her because she was more together than at least he was. Because if you have, well, I would say if you have to fix him, but codependent. But anyway, if your whole family has joined together to build him up, you know, everybody recognizes he has all these issues. You know, you're also taking advantage of him because you're making it seem like you're available in that capacity. You know, like, I don't think that she's the kind of woman that's so weak that any man can just blow her off her feet. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like it's both of their fault. Yes, I feel like as a person that has gotten help from a man and his wife, and you're close to the family, and now you're sleeping with his wife, even if they're separated, that is very
straight up. Fuck you. Yo, sorry, I don't give a fuck what your situation was. I don't care what happened. Just like you just said it. You came to people that gave you help. That's like going to a motherfucker's house and you have nothing and a fucking person's got something and they're saying, hey man, come sleep on my fucking bed. And you wake up in the morning and fucking rob that nigga. yo, it's backstabbing, bro. It's a different feel. It hits home, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
They took you in and you did that shit. That's why I'm saying I feel like there's more blame. Yeah, she fucked up. She definitely fucked up. But I'm saying, as a person where this family fucking opened their arms to you and you go behind and fuck, I don't care how attracted or how entangled your ass got. You better untie your shoes, motherfucker, and get him out.
But she also knew that he was broken. Yeah. And she went to
advantage,
him.
You're saying basically like,
I think it's the same. I mean, it is different because they helped him and he was like, so Jada. But I also feel that Jada stepped out and was like, I could find this for us.
Yes.
And she came in like, I'm gonna fix you, August. It's gonna be all good.
Yes.
He felt great. He was on cloud 9. I have Jada loving me. You know, we're treating each other good. And codependent people can make you feel really, really great. But then she was like,
when somebody's in a situation, there's a lot of people that can make somebody feel good.
Yeah.
Just that environment of like,
yeah, if you're broken, a lot of people can make you feel
family
good.
life. You got a big family. It's Will Smith and fucking Jada. I mean, I'm pretty sure they got a lot going on. There's probably a lot of fun that people are having and everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a different kind of, you know, it's different if it's just us and we're just going to work every day and just doing shit or whatever. But it's when it's people like that, it's like, holy shit, this is fun. But just the fact that, you know, no matter how, of course you feel better. Of course you feel good. But you're feeling good because you over there getting you some fucking chicks.
But also because you're in a broken state where you're depressed, you know, you have someone that's making you feel good about your life too.
Right.
But probably at that time he didn't know what made him feel happy either.
Yeah.
And she was the happiness. Because he said in his interview, now that she's gone, I'm so broken, blah 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 blah. So that
kid, man. This fucking
kid.
So
something that's bothered me though. They was talking for how long? They fucking with each other for how long? 4 years?
No, I don't think they said 4 years. I don't think they said 4 years. I don't think. I don't think they stated how long it was.
Yeah, they didn't say how long. Long for August to be in love. He probably loved her before then, though.
I'm saying, bro.
Yo, he was beating that shit down before all that shit. I'm telling y'all.
Maybe. See, that's
I'm telling you.
Story, you know, kind of thing. I mean, maybe. I mean, I put it this way: if somebody said it, who would believe that he wasn't? You know, you came out and claimed that you did some shit. So I believe anything's possible with you now. That's the thing about credibility. That's the thing about fucking, you know, having honesty or whatever. Like you did some dirty shit, and yeah, everybody's on the oh well she did it too. Like, yo, fuck all the trying to be accommodating, bro. Like, these motherfuckers did some stupid shit, and for whatever reason, I mean, you can be judgmental because motherfuckers came out in public and talked about it. So we can judge all we fucking want. You know, we're judging what the fuck you said. I'm not saying you could be like judge, jury, executioner, but I'm saying as far as having an opinion on a situation, placing yourself in that predicament as well as you can, just as like lover, husband, wife going through problems, person helping, whatever, and then bam, taking advantage of a situation. Whoever the fuck did it. Anybody can say no, right? Motherfuckers can speak. Well, then one of y'all niggas fucked up. Simple as that. We lost Tyree, but this shit wasn't working anyway. But yeah, man, it's just a very, very crazy fucking thing, man. It's just, you know.
It was such an entanglement.
Oh my God, this girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear that word for the rest of my life. But anyway, go ahead, Rel. Yeah, I want to hear some more situations. Tyree left at the worst time because I was just about to say, like, yo, what's the situation? Have you ever had any situation that's like even close to this?
Yeah, my ex, you know what I mean, like I had a problem. You know, we broke up and shit. I mean, I can't even say it's the same thing, but what's crazy is that we broke up the same day, and then when I came to see her and shit, or that we broke up. So before I was even able to see her, I saw one of my friends, and you know what I mean, we talked. We had a good ass fucking night. You know what I mean? We didn't do anything and shit like that, but we still, you know, it was good being another female's company and shit like that. You know what I mean? Even though the shit that we was going through, you know, we went through and shit. But you know what I mean? Like I didn't really have a situation like that where I fucked another girl and shit after we, you know what I mean? After, you know, like it's different from a marriage. From a marriage point of view to a fucking boyfriend and girlfriend. It's totally different.
And
you know what I mean, marriage is marriage. Like boyfriend and girlfriend is totally different. Like you break up, I'm fucking.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just saying. At the same time, it is different. But let's. You got your headphones in? I'm hearing the feedback right now. When you're with somebody, when you're with your girlfriend, you've been with her for 9 years. You got somebody married for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're not married, I mean, does it take anything away from it? Like, if you're talking about just like as far as like the law and shit like that or whatever, like when you got to break up and all the shit you got to go through, I understand that. But like, just because it's a marriage fucking clause on it, man, when you love somebody, man. You with them, you with them. If it's a mutual understanding where it's like both of you are together or a goddamn contractual agreement, marriage, you with somebody because that's who you decided to fucking be with, man. Marriage just locks your ass in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely does.
No?
It definitely does. It's just like somebody said, it's a contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like if my situation is, like I said before, like my ex and stuff, you know what I mean? It was no point for me to cheat because it was like, okay, she liked women as well. So it was like, okay, I can look at females or whatever. And she looked at females and stuff like that. Sometimes she'd be like, yo, like who you want to take home?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really, you know what I mean? And again, it's not your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure, you know what I mean? Everybody's situation is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was mine. You know what I mean? So it's like, why should I have to cheat if me and my girl could fuck bad bitches together and I ain't got to worry about that shit. You know what I mean? That was just our situation, how we did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was no point for me to cheat on my girl or anything like that. And if it was a situation like that, you know what I mean? I'm the person I am. I'm gonna do everything I can to try to make the situation work. I'm not gonna cheat on you. I can just, you know what I mean? Why should I have to make you upset if we can just break up and I can do what the fuck I want to do in general? You know what I
mean? That's how I am too. I don't like to sit here and I don't like bullshitting. I don't like having shit worrying my mind and having to sit there and play around with locking my phone and oh my god, I left my phone home and fucking U-turn in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro, that's just too much. I'd rather just do right, man.
Right.
Somebody you with them. If it ain't working, get the fuck
out of it. Exactly. And that's how. Yeah.
I'm loyal to a fault. So once I'm with someone, even if I'm just like, even in high school, like once I'm with someone, I'm not looking at other people. I'm not interested in other people because I'm very loyal. So I'm not going to cheat on you. If the relationship's not working, I'm not going to be like, you know what? I'm missing something. I haven't felt good in a long time. I need an entanglement. Instead, I just go, this isn't working. And we can either have a conversation about it and try to fix it, or we could just end it. And if it wasn't that serious of a relationship, it was much easier to just be like, yo, it's not working out.
Listen, real quick, y'all.
Right.
This is a good conversation right here. And I'm kind of mad that it's happening a little later in the podcast, but we're going to talk about it because this brings up another point. One of the things about, people in situations like this, especially people in like long-term relationships and stuff, one of the things that people do tend to get drawn to is people that are close to them. So I've had a lot of, different conversations with people where we've talked about, whether your man can have female friends or whether your woman can have male friends. Okay. And this is kind of where this topic kind of draws,
let's get there.
Listen, all right, I'm going to open it up, okay? The situation with having a male or female friend of the opposite sex is, number one, when you first meet somebody, they know who the fuck they know. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Okay, they know who they know. If you have a girl and you met her and you guys hit it off and you guys started dating each other, if she had a fucking friend that's been her friend since she was fucking 4 years old.
I respect that.
She's been her friend for 6 months. You definitely have to respect it. Now, they have to also respect the fact that you are in a new situation. Mm-hmm. The same shit you did before, just because that's your friend from fucking 20 years, whatever.
Right.
You still have to be understanding that you don't never want to make people feel uncomfortable, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't never want to make anybody feel like they have. Notice I'm saying have to trust you. You understand? That's an awkward situation when you have to have trust that your woman or your man is going to do something. Not, oh, they should just trust me. You should just trust. Nobody should just trust shit. Why should I just trust? Because we have agreed to be with each other? Listen, trust is earned. Trust is just like respect. It's given both ways. If it ain't coming this way, it usually ain't going back that way. If you're making a person have to trust you because you're staying on the fucking phone all night with your friend, you're trying to go out with your friend all the time, relationship, you think that person staying home like that's just her friend. Listen, bro, you think fucking Will, like y'all said, I mean, I don't know, because they're busier, way busier than the fuck we are, but you think Will's looking at August Alsina like, oh, Jada, you going to August's house tonight? Oh, yeah, okay. You going to the Tuesday too? Oh, were you going to the store? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people lie, all this other shit. You're making them have to trust you.
Yeah.
I never agree with that shit, yo.
Yeah. I definitely agree. And how I treat this situation as well. It's like I said before, like with my ex, it was like, you know what I mean? Any type of relationship I'm in, I try to keep that shit as 100 as I can. Like I said before, like, you know what I mean? I tell her like, yo, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going here. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? But it's like I do it just to let you know like what the fuck is going on. And even I have a lot of female friends. Yo, this is who the fuck is calling my phone. Boom, 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 boom. So you can know who the fuck is calling my phone. So my girl, like, yo, babe, answer my fucking phone. Like it's you know what I mean? And that's how it is. You just like you said, you build that trust. Yeah. And with her as well. Like I'm not a jealous dude. Hey, you going out with your girls? Yo, do your thing. Oh, yeah. And shit. Let me know where the fuck you gonna be at just in case I gotta, you know what I mean, something happens, I gotta pick your ass up. Exactly. Or whatever, you need money or whatever this and the third, just so I can know, you know, that you're good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said before, I'm not that dude that's gonna, you know, it's gonna hound you and ask you, you know, where the fuck you're at or whatever. No, I'm not doing that. And in my situation, any of my female friends, they'll respect my relationship in general, so they won't call all types of fucking crazy ass fucking times of the night and different things like that as well. You know what I mean? Because they respect the relationship and they respect our friendship as well. So that will not happen.
And that's what matters more than just your girl respecting it. Because if you come out and be like, hey, I got, you know, John, Susan or whatever, you know, friends. Well, I got the whitest fucking names always. She's like
Susan, Rob, Johnny.
If you come out and basically tell your girl like, hey, I got this girl and she's my best friend and blah blah, this girl's my friend. I got a lot of friends and they call my phone, they're doing this or whatever. At the same time, it's like I'm saying, even though she knows that, and you guys have conversated about it and it feels good because you're like, oh, my man doesn't lie to me. He's telling me everything. But at the same time, then they're always calling. They're always on the phone. You're always trying to go hang out with them. You always have something going on. Oh, it's just Betty, baby. Don't worry about Betty. Here we go, Betty. Don't worry about it. Just go. Do whatever you want to do. Go have fun or whatever. You know, at the same time, you're wrong. You're putting your relationship in an uncomfortable position where it's like, I'm not saying you can't hang out with your friends. Who the fuck would ever say you can't hang out? You can't tell anybody what the hell they have to do. But as a person yourself, you should make the judgment to say, I'm with somebody. I shouldn't be running around all the time like I'm not with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it's just certain things that respect has to be.
The relationship.
Yeah, respect has to be fucking, you know, there. Like, respect has to be there. I was gonna say two different things while I was saying that, but respect has to be there, man. It has to be built, and trust also has to be there. But I don't think it should be needed. Trust should be there. My baby's going out, like you said, going out with her friends. Tony called my girl. Babe, who's Tony? Oh, just a freaking guy from work. He's just talking about some stuff, whatever. Okay, maybe he calls, you know, a couple weeks later. Oh, Tony, okay, calling or whatever. You know, you got, you know, guys who call you that you work with and stuff like that or whatever. I don't think twice. I don't think shit about it. She's never given me any reason. Now, if you had guys calling every other night, every other week, babe, what's going on? Why these guys keep calling you all the time? Now you put in a position where it's like, you know, she can tell me, oh, it's just for work. Oh, it's just for this. They're still calling them. What the fuck is going on? Now you're putting yourself in a position where, well, she never did this shit before. Now you have to have the conversation with yourself. She never did this shit before. So I trust it ain't nothing going on. But you still having to have that fucking conversation. For me, maybe it's a personal thing, but I feel like you making your partner have to have that conversation is something that you should check, yo. You know, I would never want a girl to be calling my phone and constantly calling my phone or somebody else calling my phone or whatever. And then my girl starts looking, even when giving that side eye, like, damn, why is the girls always calling this phone all of a sudden? It's awkward. You know what I'm saying? That put them in a comfortable state. Now it's like, even if she doesn't want to like admit it and be like, you know, come to me or whatever, at the same time, if she did come to me and I want to act like, oh, what? This isn't good for work. It's awkward, bro. You should have that boundary yourself. Hey, hey, I'm sorry, but you calling me a lot lately, bro. My wife's here. I can't be going on with this. Hey, August. Yo, August, stop calling me, nigga. Yo, I fixed your problems yesterday. You could pipe me down tomorrow. But,
Jada has to help me with this entanglement.
Entanglement. Oh God. Ding ding. I'm sorry, ringing a bell when you say
she's got to help me untangle some things.
But like you said, bro, it's definitely one of the things. A little bit more of a you know, situation, especially if you get a situation where you got a girl and she likes girls and this and that or whatever. But let me ask you a question. So now, if you guys had an agreement and you know you had a situation, how would you feel if you found out that she was looking at or talking to another girl and she didn't let you know about it? Well, how would you feel if she was talking to another woman, and even though you guys got this thing where my girl likes girls too,
it wouldn't happen.
Huh?
It wouldn't happen.
Why wouldn't it happen? Fuck you. You said that like, oh, that wouldn't happen. I mean, it can happen. Why couldn't it happen?
Because my girl's jealous. That's why. Like my ex-girlfriend, she was jealous as shit.
No, I'm talking. She don't. I'm just talking about just in general, bro. I'm just saying, like,
oh, if it happened,
if it happened,
like, yeah. Of course, it's just like another nigga. It's the same shit.
You would feel the same way, right?
Of course, it's the same thing. But that's of course, yeah. Of course, it's the same shit. It's just like if I was with another female and shit like that, and she didn't know, it's fucking cheating. Of course,
it's cheating.
It's shit.
So even though you guys have an open relationship, see, this goes back to fucking Will and Jada shit. You know, who the fuck knows what happens or whatever. But I'm just going back to this as a topic, or whatever. But
now I'm not saying open relationship like where like yo, I mean I can go fuck this girl, you can go nah. It's like yo, we go and fucking bag chicks. We go to the fucking bar like yo, she's sexy as fuck. What's up? Let's go. Let's bring her. You know what I mean, to the crib.
What the hell is an open relationship if that's the situation? Isn't that just more like no relationship? Like if an open relationship is just, hey, you fuck who you want to fuck and I'll fuck who I want to fuck or whatever, and then what do we do? Sleep?
That's did that. Yeah.
What is that? That's friend.
No, it's a relationship, but well, it depends on who's doing it. Some people do it because they just like some relationships do it because one of them has a higher sex drive than the other. And instead of them trying to force something that's not working sexually between them, they have like an open relationship kind of thing. And to make it
swinging.
To make it even, both sides can do it. Or in other situations, they're polyamorous where they love multiple people at one time and they understand that. So they have open relationships where they can have another relationship, but the main relationship and the one that they respect the most is the main one.
That's what I'm saying. If there is, so in those, thanks, babe, for clearing a lot of that shit up right there. But if there is a situation where you are in an open relationship, to establish the relationship factor of that name, wouldn't you have to have some kind of boundaries or limits or
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because usually,
how open is it?
Like it's still open because a closed relationship is one where it's just you two. If you do anything, you're cheating. But open relationships, the only difference between an open one and a regular one is an open one, you can see more people. So yeah, there are parameters like, okay, yeah, obviously you have to have safe sex always. You have to, always, a lot of open relationships like you have to wear a condom. I don't want your real stuff being in.
Of course.
But with me, we're free and stuff. But with anybody else, you have to do this, you have to do that. So there's always going to be parameters where you're respecting that main relationship. So you're not doing exactly the same thing in those other relationships. But if you're out of bounds, you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. We didn't agree on this.
I definitely get like the concept and everything like that or whatever. I definitely I understand the definition of the term. We use the phrase open relationship to say we're open, we're together, but we can see other people. So the agreement is certain people, some I can imagine if we are talking about it, there's probably people out there that's like, yeah, we together, but baby, fuck who you want, I'll fuck who I want. And there's probably, boundaries with some, and there's probably, no boundaries with others. I mean, there's probably people out there fucking, saying that they claim in relationships, stuff like that, and just still just doing whatever the hell they want. Like they're not even in a relationship. That's it gets to a point where it's just like, where are people just literally being like fucking, delusional. Like, is open relationships really a relationship? How much boundary, or how much what the fuck is the word I'm trying to look for? How much togetherness can you have with somebody, with somebody when you're just always involved with everything, bro?
Well, I mean, but that's the thing. I think it depends on the couple, because every couple has their own different rule. So one of the rules could be like, you could be with one other person if we both agree on that person, and you can't fall in love with them, or you can't be with them on certain days. Like, you still have that main togetherness because you are two people who decided we are the main. Like, we want to be together, but we're also accepting of the idea of you spending time with other people. Maybe they're busy people and they travel a lot and they can't be together at the same time, and they don't want you to cheat. So they're like, we'll have an open relationship. You have needs, I have needs. And so that we don't slip up and try to force ourselves into this confined time period, we could venture out a little bit, but they could be side pieces. Basically, it's like being able to have side pieces.
Be with somebody, but don't love them. You better not catch feelings hard.
Well, if you do,
fuck them.
Fucking crazy.
Well, but that's the thing. That's the same thing as a close relationship. If you cheat and you fall in love, you done messed up. Same thing with an open relationship.
Yeah, but then it's over though.
It's the same.
But hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm trying to make sense of
It'd be over for them too. If you decide to love, if you fall in love with somebody else, you can't be in love with the main relationship anymore because you're now loving this relationship.
But here's the difference between the two. When you're with somebody you're exclusively with in a fucking relationship, where it's this and that person, okay, all doors are closed for the outside. So what's easier to happen? If you meet somebody, you got something going on or whatever, and you know that, no, I can't fuck with this. This ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. I got my woman at home. I got my man at home. I don't entertain anything else but the person that I'm with until I say, you know what, this ain't working out. I ain't with your ass no more.
Right.
Then that shit is out. But when you got a situation where it's open, whether you got an understanding where it's one person, two person, three person, four person, whatever the situation may be, there's so many more doors that are fucking, whether slightly open or all the way open, that you have so many different things that can happen. You have so many different things that can come into the mix. So now if you do get into a situation, if you cheat on somebody when you're with your one person and you fall in love, yeah, you fucked up. You're absolutely right. But you never should have been looking for that in the first place. If you cheat on somebody or not cheat on somebody, but if you go with somebody and you meet somebody and you're dealing with them now you have an open relationship. So now you catch feelings for this person. Then you really give a fuck with this person anymore. Now you have to sit there and decide. You're only one person, bro. There's only so many hours in a day. It's like, how many fucking people, high sex drive, whatever the case may be, it might just really end up being, you don't need a fucking relationship, man.
Well, I mean, but the thing, like, that makes sense to us because we are monogamous people.
Yeah,
we believe in the confines of this relationship is it. And if you cheat on me, it's over. But in those other situations, we're not sure what is going on with them. Like I said, the high sex drive thing. Is it easier for me to know that my husband or my boyfriend has a high sex drive and that I have like none, and I know that he has needs that I just can't fulfill? Is it easier for me to live day by day knowing that the odds of him cheating pretty high, probably, because he's not getting what he needs from me, and I know it, and we know it, and we've talked about it and tried things and it just didn't work? Is it easier for me to then just force him to make this relationship work and be monogamous and not have his needs met? I'm not able to do that for you. Or is it easier for me to be like, yeah, you can sleep, you can have side pieces? Because married men or regular men have side pieces all the time that they don't fall in love with.
That's not right, though. I mean,
it's not right.
I don't agree with that bullshit either.
It's not right, but
men claiming that, I got fucking, I've had people fucking tell me, and I don't give a shit who disagrees with me on this one right here. I've had people tell me, don't bring out this, you got somebody else. Listen, bro, it's not a fucking job, bro. If you want to give yourself to somebody, you're supposed to give yourself to somebody, man. Let's be realistic. Let's be grown about this shit. Like, you ain't supposed to always have 50 fucking people that options all over the goddamn planet or whatever. Yeah, you already have a million options in your goddamn phone that you can just open up in 5 fucking minutes and find something.
Because I don't got no options in my phone.
Listen, download the app. Download the app in 1 second.
He trying to get
45 motherfuckers in your inbox in 5 minutes. All right? You have options all over the place. If you want to be grown, you want to have a relationship with somebody, you want to build, you want to do whatever. Like, we were having a conversation before. Like, I definitely understand what both of you are saying. I guess I'm just, like, I guess there is different things. Like, babe, you were making a very good point, but it's just like at the same time, man, It's like, how much do you fucking have to always be involved with everything? Everything sounds good.
Just depends on what the rules are.
Yeah, but the rules need to be fixed. That's the fucking problem.
Maybe they feel that way about your relationship. They're like, you should be open because you're so awesome. Why you just confining that into one relationship? You know,
right?
They can say the same thing about this. The only difference is you can't see their side because this is the side that's right for you. Yeah, and for them, they might be like, you know, like people who marry multiple people, and not just because of their culture or religion, because those people, that's a different practice.
Polygamy.
That's polygamy, but the people who do it because they're like, yeah, I need another wife, I need whatever, they're not looking at our relationship and going, that's the ideal relationship here. They're going, look, I got 5 wives. We all pitch in money. We have a whole community and we all help each other out. I have a whole network of people. I have a whole neighborhood of people that are related, that are helping each other. And we're a moving unit. We have businesses, so it just depends on the mind. So in their mind, they can never picture a monogamous relationship. One person, it's only the 2 of us making it work. When I could have 5 people and they all have children and we're all making it work, and we have 5 families all together with their families. So.
Yeah, you're definitely making a very, very strong.
That's a small ass apartment.
Well, they would have their own houses. You don't ever put them in the same house.
Yeah, it's crazy. My one of my good friends, her and her husband are swingers. So it's crazy because I was telling her to explain to Reek how their relationship is, and it's funny as shit because they go to swingers clubs and stuff, right? So go to swingers clubs, and you can either a couple will come to the person, like to the husband, or the person will come to the wife and be like, yo, I want to watch your husband, sleep with my husband. I mean, sleep with my wife, something like that, whatever. It has to be consensual. They have a room and everything like that. They have rooms and stuff like that where they change the sheets and different shit like that. It's crazy. It's a big ass world, full ass swinging shit. It's wild.
I'm aware of it. It's just fucking crazy. But listen, yo, we've been kind of going for a while, yo. It's been a really good conversation. I mean, it's interesting to hear about this stuff, And once again, I just want to clarify, this is the beeline. We talking about shit that's going on, and no hate to Jada, no hate to Will, man. Of course, Will, bro, that's my fucking
no
boy,
hate
man.
To August.
No hate to old boy.
He stuttered right there. I don't know.
Listen, bro. Listen, I got my own feelings. That's why I don't know the situation, so I can't be crazy judgmental. But like I said, as a man, I would never fucking cross boundaries of another man's wife, yo. And I don't give a fuck what the topic was.
That's real shit. That's real shit.
I look at stuff like that, and I just never will fucking even entertain the idea, man. If you ain't broke, are we separated? Okay, well, bro, you were in that situation before it happened. So if she separated to be with your ass, that's now a questionable option. It's a questionable option because you were there before they separated, and now she's with you. Simple fucking facts. If I'm with my friend and he's with his wife, and I go and meet them when they're together, and she breaks up and then comes to me, there's a questionable factor.
I would definitely feel betrayed if we had a mutual friend that we were helping out. I was, giving her advice, it's okay, don't be down on yourself. You're beautiful, you're worth it. And then we break up, and then you're with her. All of a sudden, I'm be like,
yo, I'm saying
these people.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
These people. Oh,
who wouldn't? Who wouldn't look at that shit?
We took pictures with you.
Who wouldn't look at that shit? Yo, you was a part of us. Oh, well, sometimes things happen. People have a lot of fucking, reasons for why they do the bullshit they do, bro. And listen, yo, that's just my point. Like I'm saying, I'm not even judging him. I don't even know if that happened, but I know that if that is what happened, you know what I'm saying? At any fucking, small point of it or whatever, you slept with another dude's wife, whether they were separated or together, and you were in their life while they were helping you and all that shit, whatever the fuck case may be, whatever they said. It seemed like you the motherfucker that sat there and, got in the middle. You was the monkey wrench. I don't want to look like a home wrecker. Fuck you, my nigga. I'm just saying, if that was my wife and separated, whatever the case may be, that's just how I would be.
I mean, you certainly
don't
want
to look like a home wrecker, but you fucked another man's wife after they was helping you and taking care of you and doing all other shit. You could have easily said no. You could have easily said, nah, y'all did a lot to me.
So Jada is rubbing your leg.
Listen, bro. I'm telling
Jada
you,
rubbing your
that's why I'm
Jada
saying. If it's
rubbing
her,
your ashy ass kneecap.
if it's her that did it, it's her that did it. But I'm just saying, my man could have said no. And yo, no hate, bro. It fucking is what it is. I'm not in their life. I'm just saying, y'all put y'all shit public, and I'm making my little space. I got my little public show. I'm making my shit, talking my shit. I ain't fucking no man's wife, so y'all speaking about it a little bit. But anyway, yo, Rel, bro, I love having you on, man. It's always good conversation. We kind of really had a really good Tiff. You I love the woman's perspective you bring to this freaking show, man, because you give us a different way to think.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I do what I can.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot more about the codependency and everything like that. You really explained it well, and hopefully people watching that maybe can relate to that. They'll be able to like really listen to it. But yeah, we've been talking for a while, bro. Real quick, QOD. You guys, got into the QOD this weekend. And we had some really good ones. I am kind of taping a little early, so we are gonna have a couple more that I'll hit back onto on Thursday. But I asked the question, what's the best night to go out? And that was kind of just a simple question. I got back a lot of Fridays, man. I'm surprised people still like really Friday's a big night.
Shoot, when you go to work, you be tired of working. You want the immediate option of doing the opposite of working.
But when we were young, I mean, Friday was the night. I guess Friday's like the movie night when the movie comes out. How you feeling, Rel? You don't got no kids. What's up?
Nope. That's why I like Sunday. That's when the church let out. All the church freaks come out and stuff like that.
I like Sunday too, but that's because I don't do anything on Saturdays.
Yeah. On Saturday.
I also go to sleep at like 10:30, so I'm not waiting for.
Oh man.
Not recently.
Craziness.
All right, so this is up now. But I definitely remember Fridays. Fridays and Saturdays for me were the big days because Friday, like you just said, like you get out of work, or school, whatever the hell it was, and Friday you go out, the new movies come out, you got this and that, you hang out with your people, so whatever. Friday night, you don't got to get up and go to work on Saturday. So you go Friday, chill, club, whatever. Wake up 12 o'clock Saturday because you stayed up until 5 in the morning. And then Saturday you figure out, okay, well, what we doing tonight? And bam, you don't got another day. You got one more day.
Shit.
You got to do whatever you got to do all night Saturday, and then bam, go to sleep until fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Wake up, get food, go to church, whatever you got to do. Family home cooked meals and stuff like that Sunday night, and you go to sleep at 7, 8 o'clock to recover, and get up in the morning on Monday. That was my life.
No, that was never my life. But
yeah, I get you, baby. Everybody's different.
To me, that sounds crazy.
That's definitely my life.
Rel, you remember?
Definitely my life.
Remember we lived together and I sat there, got that blazer? What?
Where was we at?
We was everywhere.
We was at Seaside. We was
everywhere. All right, I got one more I'm gonna do before we close the show, man. But here's a fun one. This is for the comic nerds like me. But I asked about the Marvel versus DC. Marvel versus DC comics.
Which one do you like better? Brian B?
Listen, all right, I gotta give
I already know that. I know that answer.
Go ahead, Rel. Go ahead.
Batman.
Well, yeah, Batman. Batman's DC. Batman's DC. But listen. But see, my two favorite comic book heroes of all time is Hulk and Batman. So I'm on both pedestals. You feel me? So it's like somebody said it really well, and they answered the question in the comics. DC has always been the darker. It's been darker. It's more like, when you watching like the animated DC, I don't know if y'all ever saw Justice League War. Oh my God, that's an incredible movie, man. And a lot of their animated movies are really good. But, Marvel storylines and stuff like that have always been very well put together. But Marvel has been dominating because they've owned the cinematic, universe or whatever. Iron Man, Thor, Avengers, bro. They've been incredible. They're still going. You know what I'm saying? That Infinity War and that damn Endgame, that shit was phenomenal, bro.
Right.
You know what? Justice League and, things like Batman and Superman, they didn't do that shit right, it didn't seem, bro. Because it was so much that they could have, but think about it, yo. Think about it. We were watching it today. That's why even when I started the question. Batman, Superman, Flash. They had a movie that didn't do amazing. Bro, listen. I think they need to hit a fucking reset button on that shit and have them completely go in because, it's hard for me to decide whether it's Marvel or DC. I love DC stories, but Marvel as far as just like, You know, I don't want to be on the fence, but Marvel, as far as just like, you know, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and just like the whole, like, you know, caboodle and shit. It's
Punisher, all of them. Yeah.
Love it. I love it. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. Where you at, Rel?
I'm a Punisher head. I like the Punisher.
Punisher, yeah.
That was my dude.
You on Marvel's level, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that Marvel wave. I'm definitely a Punisher.
That Netflix series that he had with Josh Berthel, you saw that?
I ain't like it. I like the second season. I really wasn't feeling the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the cartoon, like the comics.
Yeah.
Like the cartoon, like comics, like, cause you know Razor Ramon did the voice of the original Punisher.
Get the hell out of here.
So,
on what?
Yeah.
On his show or on Spider-Man?
Yeah, on the show.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Razor Ramon did the Punisher. So that's why I was like, I was a Punisher. I love the Punisher.
That's crazy, bro. You wanna know a crazy voice that I never realized until I got older? You know the voice of Shredder on fucking Ninja Turtles?
Was fucking Phil. What's his name? Yeah, Uncle Phil. Yeah.
Phil, bro. I never knew it. You never would have been able to tell me that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
He was the voice of what you call it too, the father fucking what's his name, man, of the Lion King. Oh my God.
Oh, Mufasa.
What's his name? That's Mufasa, yep.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, one of them, they both fat and light skinned, so one of them.
Okay. Yo, that's when you know it's time to end it. Hey, listen. People of the Beeline, thank you so much for joining us. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. This is definitely topical conversation we've been having. Thank you, Rel, Pepe. Yo, we definitely understand, like, you know, these podcasts are kind of long sometimes, and if you guys finish them, you finish them. If you don't finish them, we still appreciate every fucking second you watched. I love you guys. It's been amazing. The feedback. I'm putting up QODs now, and I'm instantly getting reactions. I'm loving it. And we ain't going nowhere. As you can see, we got guests. We got stuff going on. We got banners. We got Tiffy T. We got everything going on. We drinking a little bit. We getting a little wild in this motherfucker. A little bit.
Except for me.
Yes. Tiff's still chilling. But yeah, we definitely waking up in the morning. So what I gotta say in closing is, everybody,
don't get entangled.
Oh shit. There we go. Yo, like I said, if I had a bell, I'd be ringing it. Kofi Mania, baby, is still out there running wild. So wear your mask, take your vitamins, eat your food, whatever. Hey, stay positive, stay focused, and pay attention. Rel, I'm a holler, baby. Be good, y'all. Love you.
Entanglement, entanglement, entanglement.